I'm Vincent Price, and you're invited to my party in the house on Haunted Hill.
With comedies dying down, ghosts would be featured more prominently in horror movies, and in a more dreadful manner as they were always intended to be depicted in the first place. None is a better example of this shift in a more serious tone than Yugetsu, a 1953 black and white Japanese film directed by Kenji Miyazuchi, and based on the stories of Ueda Akanari's book of the same name. It is a ghost story and an example of the Hideki period drama. Set in Izuchi Miyamoto's Japanese period, it stars Masayuki Mori and Machiko Kiyo. It is one of Miyazuchi's most celebrated films, regarded by critics as a masterwork of Japanese cinema and a definitive piece during Japan's golden age of film. Along with Akira Kurosawa's 1950 film Rashomon, Yugetsu is credited with having popularized Japanese cinema in the West. We would then go through a bit of a dry spell till the introduction of future cult films that would be disregarded at the time of their release, but find cult status among fans years later. One of the earlier films of this monster subgenre would be The Screaming Skull, a 1958 American horror film directed by Alex Nicole. The film stars John Hudson, Peggy Weber, Russ Conway, and Nicole. The film focuses on a neurotic woman who believes she is being haunted by the ghost of her new husband's previous wife. The Screaming Skull marked Nicole's directorial debut. He decided to try it because he felt that he was not acting in the roles that he wanted to be in at the Huntington Hartford estate in 6 weeks on a low budget, with each actor being paid $1,000. The film has received negative reception from critics and from Weber herself, though Nicole enjoyed the finished product. The film was later featured in the 9th season episode of Mystery Science Theater 3000. Now we're entering the big shots with 1959's A House on Haunted Hill. It was directed by William Castle and written by Rob White and stars Vincent Price as the eccentric millionaire Frederick Lauren. He and his fourth wife Annabelle have invited 5 people to the house for a haunted house party. Whoever stays in the house for one night will earn $10,000. As the night progresses, all the guests are trapped inside the house with ghosts, murderers, and other terrors, only to be picked off one by one. The film would later be remade in 1999. Join us next time as we continue traveling down the road of horror.